People will say they do not want to be rich, but I have never seen anybody who says they don't want to be financially free. Many say they don't want to be rich, but I know everybody wants to be financially free. I bring you 6 signs that you shall be rich. 6 signs that you shall be rich. Number 1, rich people, or people that are going to be rich, are very careful in the way they use their time. Successful people understand that the way you use your time determines who you become. Today you may look poor. Today you may look like a person who doesn't have a status. But if you begin to invest your time, you will definitely be rich, or at least you will be financially free. Successful people take their time very seriously, while unsuccessful people take their time for granted. Now let's bring it closer. Every single day has got 1,440 minutes. 1,440 minutes. And the same single day has 86,400 seconds. 86,400 seconds. Now, let me say this. The one thing that God has given to everybody on earth is called time. The richest man in the world has got 24 hours per day. They have 1,440 minutes per day, which translates into 86,400 seconds per day. The poorest person on earth has the same 1,440 minutes per day, which is 86,400 seconds per day. The only difference is the rich and the successful, they invest their time, while the rest, they squander their time. They just wonder what has happened to them by the time they get to old age. So if you are very careful about time, you are very, disappointed and uncomfortable when people waste your time, you consider time to be equal to life or equal to time for other people, then you know you are on your way to become rich. Rich people take their time very seriously. I repeat for the last time, every day has got 24 hours, which translates into 1,440 minutes per day, which is 86,400 seconds per day. How do you use your time? What do you do with your seconds? Every second counts. I'm taking this time to record this message for you because you are so precious to me, and I believe that the seconds and the minutes that I'm using to change your life or to motivate you or to inspire you, for me that means a lot. I don't know what matters to you. What do you spend your seconds and your minutes and your hours doing per day? If I can see how you use your time per day, I can be able to foretell whether you are going to be rich or you are going to be poor. Guess what? Even Jesus Christ of Nazareth said, the poor you will always have. He was so sure that we will always have poor people, because for you to be rich, it takes a change of mentality. It takes a mind shift. So 6 signs that you are going to be rich. Number 1 is the way you use time, the way you control your time. Number 2, people that become rich work hard. They work hard. Just to check around you, even when they make millions and billions, they still continue working. Many people, when they get a little bit of money, they get so comfortable and they want to sleep all day and they want to relax, they want to go shopping. That's a sign that you are not ready to become rich. Even if you were to win a lotto, all that money will disappear because your mind is not yet set to become rich. Rich people work hard. They wake up early in the morning, they have long working hours, and they continue working So as a result, they have enough chance to make a lot of money and keep growing that money. Hard work. If you don't like hard work, just know you are on your way to poverty. Even the Bible also tells us that a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands, poverty will come on you like an armed robber. So we have to be very careful. It's important for you to work hard. I know these days people talk of working smart, whatever that means. But one thing I know, all the rich people, they work hard. At least work hard for the first 10 years of your business, particularly those in business. At least work hard. As for those who don't have businesses, who are working elsewhere, you even need to work harder because you have nothing for yourself when you get old and you have nothing to leave for your children. You are not going to leave your degrees and your certificates and your diplomas for your children. Work hard, whether you are employed or you are running your own business. It's important for you to work hard. Number 3, attitude. Another sign that you are going to be rich is your attitude. As they say, attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude determines how far you are going to go in life. The attitude of people who become rich in most cases is that of humility. Because when you don't have humility, there is no way you can humble yourself to other people. You can submit yourself to those who are rich. In fact, the attitude of most people is that when they see a rich person, they are actually angry. They have 1 or 2 words that are nasty for the rich man or the rich woman. They call them thieves, they call them corrupt, they call them all kinds of things. But if you want to be rich, you must be willing to humble yourself and to learn from those who are richer than you. Number 4, people who become rich have a vision or they have a dream. They don't just live their life anyhow. I have seen some people who gather around certain places. Every day they are very loyal. They sit there just chatting, chit-chatting. And I wonder, how can somebody seriously have so many hours to waste per day? Remember we said everybody has 86,400 seconds per day. The way you spend your day tells us a lot about how you spend your life. Some spend their life sleeping and so on because they don't have a vision. Now, your vision and hard work, they go hand in hand. You can work very hard, but without a dream, you won't achieve much. You can have a dream, but you don't like working hard. You still won't achieve much. It's important for you to have a dream. You need to see where you are going. If you don't see where you are going, that can be a big problem. Imagine going on a journey to a place you have never been to. It's not as exciting. It's not as energizing because you have no idea where you are going. But if you have been to a place, or you have seen some photos, or you have seen some videos, or somebody has explained to you how that place looks like, it gets exciting and you are excited to get there. Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 20 years? Where do you see yourself by the time you turn 80? Where do you see yourself by the time you turn 100 years? It's important for you to have a vision. It's important for you to have a dream. Don't worry about what people are saying right now. Forgive them because they can't see your glorious future. Keep pushing towards your dream. Successful people, rich people have dreams. They have visions. Number 5, hunger for knowledge. One sign that you are going to be rich or you are going to be wildly successful is your hunger and thirst for knowledge. Unsuccessful people hate books. They don't like books. They don't like reading. They don't like going to school and they don't like reading books. Now somebody is saying, you know what, I didn't go to school. My parents didn't have money for me, or my parents died while I was young, so I didn't go to school. You are the right candidate to read books. You are the right candidate to do what we call personal development. The fact that nobody could help you and you didn't go to school doesn't mean you must not read books. I think it was Bill Gates who said, if you were born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, that's your fault. In other words, you cannot continue blaming your circumstances for who you are today. You have every space and opportunity and time to change yourself. And the best way to change yourself is to change your mentality, the way you think. And for you to change the way you think, you have to read a lot of books. I grew up in the rural areas. I thank God for the opportunity to grow up in the rural areas. I learned a lot of things there, but I wouldn't want my life to continue the way it was when I grew up, because we were not the poorest, but I can assure you, we didn't have everything we wanted. That kind of life, yes, at a certain level, it's okay to be there, but it's always good to keep growing, to become better. So, for me to continuously change, I have to continuously read what I have not yet read. Because when we grew up, we would see somebody driving a car, and we knew the families that were supposed to drive cars, not our family. Our family was for bicycles, not for cars, not for buses, not for offices, not for top things. So, the moment I made up my mind to say, you know what, I want to be different, I made sure to pass at school. Work very hard at school. Now, I know that it's not everybody who is going to pass at school. If you can pass at school, if you are intelligent enough, go back to school. It doesn't matter your age. Go back to school. You have no excuse whatsoever. People spend so much time online. Can I tell you something? There are some free courses on Udemy. There's another one called Coursera. There are quite a number of platforms online where you are given short courses for free. The time you spend on social media, you could be educating yourself. You have no excuse. You can take a financial course online. You can watch financial videos online. You can read. There are so many PDF books. In case you are saying, I don't have money to buy books, people will always have excuses. There are free books online. Why are you not reading them? Why are you in a group on WhatsApp or Facebook where nobody ever encourages you to read or share books with you? In fact, if you are in a group, whatever social media platform you are in, and nobody ever shares books there or videos that can teach something, then check out of there. You are in the wrong place. You are in a place where people are just throwing jokes all the time. Throwing jokes all the time without educating yourself is a sign that you cannot be rich. You cannot be successful in your life. You can't be financially free. You have to have a hunger for knowledge. Read books. Successful people read one book per week. Maybe this week you are reading a book on marriage. Next week you read a book on personal finance. The following week you read a book on health. The following week you read a book on how to raise good children. The following week you read a book on motivation. The following week you read a book on spirituality. You need a balanced life. Don't just read the same books all the time. You need a balanced menu of books. I'm yet to meet a rich person that does not read. Even the richest person of all time in the world, Bill Gates, he reads 1 hour per day. One of the richest men in the world, Warren Buffett, he reads so many hours in one day. How rich are you that you can't even read? People say, I don't have time. You mean you can't have 10 minutes? You can't have 15 minutes to read? When the rich are reading, you are not reading, and you want to be successful, you are joking. Some have gone to school. They read school books. The teachers forced them, the lecturers forced them. After they read those books, today, they don't read books anymore. If you don't read books, it's a sign that you are not ready to be rich. So we are talking of books, we are talking of going back to school, we are talking of looking for mentors. Get mentors. Get people who are more successful than you. Get people who are richer than you. If you are not a millionaire, you need a millionaire to take you to the next level. If you don't have 1,000 bucks, you need somebody who has 1,000 bucks to teach you. If you don't have 100,000 bucks, you need somebody who has 100,000 to teach you how they have made it. Get mentorship. Be hungry for knowledge. Surround yourself with knowledge. Those of you who don't have cars, while you are walking, plug in your earphones and listen to an audiobook. Plug in your earphones and listen to audios like this one that I'm presenting to you right now. You are driving. While you are driving, turn your vehicle into a classroom. Wherever you are going, be listening to marriage teachings, listen to business teachings, listen to financial teaching. You need to be hungry for knowledge. Number 6, a sign that you are going to be rich is that you don't play a game called blame game. You don't play a game called blame game. Blame game is played by almost all the people that I know that are not making it in life. Their lives are stagnant, their lives are boring, they are poor, they don't have enough. It's going to be worse as they grow older. All they do is they blame the government for things not working. They blame their parents, they blame their children, they blame their siblings, they blame the devil, they blame God. Blame game is played by people who are not interested in success. Blame game is a game for people that want to be stranded forever. Stop blaming people. Even yourself, you shouldn't blame yourself. Check yourself, take an audit of yourself. What have you done so far in your life? What do you want to do in your life? How can you do it? And take steps to move in that direction. Some of you need to be out of social media, because if only you knew how much money you are making or you are causing the people who own that social media platform to make. It's okay to be on social media, but you need to create time for you to make your own money and stop making excuses. You're saying you are not educated. There are people who are even worse than you in terms of education, but they have personally developed themselves by reading books, by going to school, by attending online classes, by looking for mentors who can mentor them to the next level. Stop blaming anybody. The devil is not the reason why you are where you are. God is not the reason why you are where you are. Your friends are not the reason. You are the reason for where you are right now. So I'm saying 6 signs that you are going to be rich. Number 1, the way you use your time. Number 2, hard work. Number 3, your attitude. Number 4, your vision or dream. Number 5, hunger for knowledge. Number 6, you don't play a game called the blame game. Thank you so much. Dr. Wilbert Mutoko is